This time is 300 years after the World War. That is, 300 years ago, there was a world war in which the whole world was destroyed. There we are shown a spaceship on which there was a whole world, and the people living in the spaceship used to throw their garbage on the ground below. One day a doctor finds a robot in that garbage, and this was not an ordinary robot, but it was a robot whose half body was of a human, but half body was of a machine. The doctor takes the robot to his home, where he carefully repairs it and provides it with a brand new body. The following day, the robot awakens as a girl, feeling extremely happy to have a new body. She then asks the doctor, "Who am I? How did I arrive here, and where did I originate from?" Now, because the doctor himself does not know where she came from, that is why the doctor does not tell her anything, but the doctor only tells her that when we found you from the garbage, half of your body was destroyed, but your brain was alive and was activated, and later we repaired your body and made it completely fine. That is, we attached another body to you. After that, the doctor shows her this world, and that body becomes very happy after seeing the city. And she also sees that spaceship and that doctor. Doctor asks, "What is this?" Is this a world on which the doctor tells that after the World War, this was the only last city left, and its name is Sky City, and life is very good in Sky City. Everyone wants to go there because rich people live there in our world, poor people live, and then the doctor gives a name to that robot. And he tells her that from today your name is Alita. Alita becomes very happy after hearing this name. The doctor also tells Alita that all the people living on the ground work for Sky City, because Sky City also has many businesses, factories, industries. After this, she meets a boy named Hugo lying there. When Hugo sees Alita's body, he praises her a lot because her body was that of a robot which was very powerful. Alita and Hugo become good friends. At night, a girl is murdered in the city. Actually, there was a serial killer in that city who would capture girls and murder them and later steal their body parts. That very night, Lita sees a doctor who is returning home from somewhere. Lita is the one who sees that the doctor has blood on his hands. Seeing this, she thinks that the murderer who is happening in the city, that is the killer, is none other than the doctor's. The next day, the doctor's wife comes to meet him because they both got separated. Here we come to know that the body that the doctor has given to Alita is actually the body of his daughter. Now, since his daughter was dead, that is why he gave her body to Alita. After this, Hugo takes Alita with him to play a game, and this game was famous in the city. Alita impresses everyone because she plays this game very well, and she also wins the game. After this, Hugo takes Lita to his favorite place. There was a building from where the whole city was visible, and the sky was also visible from very close. There is also a very big pipe there. Hugo tells that all the things from Sky City to the ground come through this pipe, and I am working very hard to go to Sky City, and you will see that one day I will go there. Edita tells him how Sky City looks, on which he tells the people that the doctor actually picked you up from the garbage and it was in the condition of garbage. This means that you have come from Sky City but later did not remember anything about this, and she had forgotten all her past. In fact, she had lost her memory. But the next day the doctor goes out of the house and later follows him. And here later comes to know that the doctor is not someone, but he is a warrior hunter. Where hunters are those who kill killers, and later the bodies of those killers are taken to the factory in exchange for a huge amount. Here Letta comes to know about the doctor. In the meantime, a killer arrives there, and this was the killer who was killing the girls living in the city. Then Letta bravely confronts that killer, and she beats him so much that he is forced to run away from there. And Alita succeeds in killing another killer. Then Dr. Olita takes the killer's head to the factory, where he gets $20 in exchange for the killer's head. After this, the doctor tells his story to Alina, that how and why did he become Warrender. He tells that it was the time when my wife and I used to live together, and then one day they made a robot, and that robot came to their house and took away their daughter. After this incident, the doctor got very angry with that robot, and the doctor did not make the robot again, but broke it and killed it. Then this doctor turned into a warrior. After this, we are shown a man whose name is Vector. Vector is the owner of the race game held in Filmy City, and Vector used to conduct this game, and along with Vector, we can also see the doctor's wife. Here we come to know that the doctor's wife is actually in cahoots with Vector because Vector had promised her that he will send them to Sky City, and because of this, the doctor's wife is herself a doctor, but she also works for Vector. Then we see the same robot that Anita had beaten last night. That robot goes to Vector and tells him that Anita has made my body in such a condition, on which Vector scolds him and says that you came after getting beaten up by someone. The robot says that she is not a child, but she is very powerful. Sector tells the robot that now your job is to kill Lita and bring her in front of me. Then Hugo takes Lita to show her the same race game. He also tells Lita that the winner of this game is sent to Sky City. Lita becomes very happy after hearing this. Hugo shows Lita's ship, saying it's 300 years old and was an enemy ship. When Rita sees it, she's trapped again and jumps in to get the litter. The editor finds a high-tech body in the ship, takes it to the doctor, and asks to replace her body with it. That means, fit this body with my head, but the doctor refuses to do so. He tells that this body is very powerful because a lot of weapons are also fitted in it. And if this body is fitted with you, then you will become very dangerous. You will kill so many people and destroy the city. On hearing this, Letter gets very angry. After this, Letter goes to the factory. There, Letter decides that from now on, she is also a warrior. She joins the people where all the hunters of the city were sitting, and she instigates all the people that we should kill Vector's robot because he is the killer who is killing all the girls of the city and also killing other people. One of the hunters makes fun of Alia and says that you are so small in size, then how will you kill anyone? And finally you hit him with Volio. You fight him hard and he falls back. Seeing this, all the hunters are quite surprised. Within a day, the person's robot arrives there, which had become very big in size because the doctor's wife had upgraded it. As soon as it arrives, the robot attacks Alita, and in return Alita also attacks it, and that robot comes to an underground place to save itself. Then Alita also follows it and comes to that underground place. And here there is a fierce fight between the two, but in the end that robot kills Alita and saves her. It cuts the body into pieces. But in the meantime, the doctor and Hugo arrive there and fight the robot hard and beat it up and burn its body. Then to save his life, the robot runs away from there. The doctor brings Alita's severed body home. Alita's body was completely destroyed now because the doctor has no other option. That is why he joins the body which she got from the ship with Alita. Next morning, when Alita wakes up from sleep, she feels very good because now she has got a new body which has very powerful weapons, and with the help of that body, fire can also be produced, and Alita is very happy after getting this new body. One day, Alita goes to meet Hugo to show him her new body. When Hugo sees her body, he becomes very happy and he likes her body very much and is quite impressed. Here Yog tells Lalita that I want to know about Sky City as soon as possible, but to go there every person needs some parts, and these parts can be obtained by killing someone or by winning that race game. After hearing this, Rita gives her heart to Yog and says, take my heart and sell it in return, of which you will get some points, and you can also go to High City. And that heart of the latter is not a normal heart, but it has a lot of powers. The heart is so powerful it could power the city for months with its lights. But Hugo insists Anita keeps her heart, saying it's important. He urges her to race, believing she can win. If she does, they can go to the city together. Is to join the race, motivated by her fondness for the Hygos. Meanwhile, Jab hires killers and hunters to target Anita, promising 50 luck points for her elimination during the race, crucial for reaching the sky. We then see the hunter, previously humiliated by the editor in the club, taking revenge for the insult. He wanted to take revenge from Hungo. The hunter kills a man and puts the entire blame on Hungo. So because Hungo was accused of killing someone, he became a killer. On the other hand, we see Alita, who had participated in the race and the race was about to start. All the killers in the race are after the data. That is why they attack Alita, but Alita was no less than anyone. That is why she keeps fighting them and killing them one by one. Then this leader, the hunter, is after me and he wants to kill me. Then the leader leaves that race and goes to save the people. Shown to the whole city that Higo has become a killer, and there was a charge on him too. That is, whoever finds him will get $30, and then the city police arrives there to kill Higo because everyone believed that Higo is a killer and it is necessary to kill him. That is why all the people tell Alita to kill Higo, but Alita does not kill Higo while the hunter kills Higo with a sword, and here Higo is counting his last breaths and tells the litter that you cut off the heads of the people because we will attach a body to his head and make his body a robotic body, because the doctor's wife had changed now. She had become good and she wanted to do this so that Yoga becomes alive again. And here Alita does the same, and she cuts off Yoga's head and brings it in front of everyone just to show it to everyone. But later she herself takes Yoga's head to the doctor, whose head on which Hugo becomes alive again. This makes both Alita and Hugo very happy because now Hugo also had a body like Alita. The doctor with the robot body tells Alita that he cheats everyone. He deceives everyone because he deceives everyone, and says that he will send all of you to Sky City by paying money, whereas no person goes to Sky City with the help of money, and not everyone can go to Sky City. Who are born there and they can live there, and from this world also. Only those people can go to Sky City who are the winners of that race. Otherwise, no one else can go. Now, the doctor also tells Alita that my wife and I were born in the city itself, and we had come here to get our daughter treated, and only after that we came here. Reading the news, Alita gets furious and confronts Vector. At the factory, Vector's machines attack her. Alita, with her powerful body, defeats them all. She confronts Vector, but a robot suddenly attacks, injuring her badly. Lost has now come back. Edita sees that she was a fighter, and Edita also participated in that world war which happened about 300 years ago. But in that war, all of Edita's friends were killed together, but Edita was also injured and her whole body was disposed of and thrown on the car beach. And here Anita remembers everything, that all this is being done by the owner of Sky. CT-D had killed all of Anita's friends too, and here when Alita recalls her past, she feels sadness and anger. Suddenly a robot attacks and she slices it in half with her sword. Determined, Lalita strikes down Vector. Soon after, the doctor calls to say Yoga is heading to Sky City. Kavita decides to follow and tells her, spend our lives. Then after listening to these words of Alita, he dies. But from above, the owner of this Sky City was watching everything, and that is why he releases one of his weapons on those people, due to which Higo's whole body gets cut into different parts. But then Alita catches his hand. But Alita lets go of his hand, and that is why he falls very low. Alita becomes very sad after angering Higo, and she starts crying. Now Alita decides that she will go to the staircase and will not spare the owner of that staircase and will kill him because she wanted to take revenge for Higo's death. We see that she has won this race, and she points her sword towards the sky stairs, and she tells the gardener of the city that I am coming to kill you to take revenge, and see, I will make you suffer a lot. I will not leave you alive. And with this, the movie ends here. Thanks for watching. As soon as the movie starts, we are told